last, and I think
Hello.
we're live.
We're live. We're live until we're live.
I don't see us on my iPad yet. I'll let you up. There we are. I see us.
All
Hey,
righty.
hey, everyone. Give Daniel some hearts. There you
Oh
go.
Lord.
Just for you, Daniel. It might be just us
My
today.
my camera does nothing. I will not tell a lie. I will not tell. I'm telling you right now.
Thumbs up does fireworks, I think. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, the scary thing.
I think it might just be us today.
I was getting ready to say, where's hello,
Me,
chat? Where you at?
me and you talking.
That's all right. We're good at that.
Yep. I do have my subscriber. Oh, there's Jamie. I see Jamie. Hey, girl. Jamie's here. Me, you, and Jamie today,
Yeah,
child.
and that's fine.
Christine.
15.
Hey, Christine. I haven't seen you at 8. Great to call you. There's been so much going on, so I need to catch you up.
There
Uh,
they all are.
Kathy. Oh, nope. Nope. Bree. Sandy. Lemmy. Everybody's in the house. Okay. So,
Hello.
man, let's talk weather because there's been some crazy weather happening. At least I know
I don't want to talk weather.
in Texas. Texas has been crazy. Houston, particularly, right outside the Houston area. Flash floods, uh, uh, just like monumental flooding. Because I've been watching,
Tornadoes.
huh?
Tornadoes. I don't know in the Houston area, but they did have tornado. I seen a video this morning of a town that got hit by tornadoes. The thing is, there have been severe weather for the last week in the Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska. It's just been nonstop. And the thing is, it's continuing because once again, we're going to have another system come in that's supposedly stronger than any of the other systems that have been in here.
I mean, I'm complaining about a little bit of rain here in England. I'll take it. I mean, like,
Yeah, I'm tired of it. And we actually here, they haven't got this far, the last few systems. So we haven't had anything horrible here. That's supposedly going to change with this next system coming in. But I'm tired of it, just the anticipation that it might come in because they've been doing something else.
yeah,
Um,
I knew it was up the north. There's like Porter and like the Woodlands and Montgomery,
Woodlands. I think
Kingwood.
Woodlands is the one I seen.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all need to come over here. All we just get is rain, and we don't get like massive flooding. We just get like rain and
You know, have
occasional.
all the bugs we do, all the
Yeah,
varmints that we do.
we don't have the cicada apocalypse coming.
And I don't think you all want to take out people that are different than you.
Well, we have had some crazy stuff happen in London, so
Oh, great.
not real great, not real great stuff. Here it is rainy. It was sunny yesterday. Remember, I talked to Daniel. I said, "Oh, it's beautiful," you know, and all that. And then I told Daniel, "You watch tomorrow. It'll rain. Today it rained." Yeah, girl, that was. Hey, Kathy, a weirdo eclipse. Yep. Yes, girl, that was when we went over to when Sheriff Nails rescued the dog. Remember that was the when the Brazos River went out and Kim's house got flooded. Yes, I was there. That let me tell you that particular flood was. Excuse me. God, the Brazos River. Jamie lives by big river goes through all of Texas. Massive river. It went out of its banks, and we were standing there because her sister-in-law Kim and her nieces lived down there, and we went down there to go try to help. We couldn't get so far in because the water was on the roads. It was so flooding that the bugs and everything were coming up onto the street we were on. Oh, it was. I was like, ow! Oh my god! It was creepy. It was bad. So that's probably what's happening up in Montgomery and all that in Woodlands. But here, not so much. Thank God. Anyway, so, but I'm glad you've all come to join us today. It's live chat. We're gonna just talk about what's going on. I've got like a story, but it's kind of cool. But if I don't have a story, we can just talk about. Oh yeah, I did flood here. Yeah, we weren't here, child. We was in Texas when it flooded here. But it flooded here. Actually, it flooded in this area in October. Although I live too high up, but down further in, like in the valley of Claycross, down low parts of Claycross, it flooded bad. But we're just here talking about our life, and as you know, Daniel's my guest today. So we will start off with Daniel. And what are we going to talk about today, Daniel? What do you feel like talking about?
So Dolores is trying to cover for me because I have nothing. I do have something I want to talk about, but I have no actually, like Dolores and her many copious amounts of notes and written out and form and all that stuff. So because I've been a little busy this week, and also having to deal with life this week. So this is what I want to talk about, and this is a participation from the audience. So I am trying to grovel my way back to where I used to work because things are really, 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 really tough right now. It's like a day-to-day basis of trying to make it through. Dolores knows. She's heard, and some days she doesn't hear because I don't want to talk to anybody. That's just the way it is. So my question is this. So I have plans. I don't know if I can get back to where I was because they have a thing in place where you have to wait 6 months. I have talked to a main manager to see what could happen because I am really, really tired of having to figure out what I can do with $20 to get me through the week in food, and then have all the money gone and still not have all your bills paid and all that stuff. So here's my plan. As we know, it doesn't work out. And I'm going to suffice this with suffice. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but this is my own doing. And we've talked about this. When I made the decision to walk out, I'm fully aware that this is my doing and I take responsibility for it. But my plan is if I do get to go back or things will turn around, if I can get some full-time job and get health benefits, I believe the way the world is now and the way this stuff has affected me here lately, I need to go on some type of medication for anti-anxiety or antidepressant. I think of more anxiety. I get high strung about things. I'm not good at dealing with things, and I'm not good at holding my ground. Close your ears, Dolores. I'm a Pisces. So I want to swim away at anything that bothers me. So I just want to know, and you don't have to say anything because this is a private matter, what people do. But if anybody takes anything, let me know. And then I also know there are some side effects with these drugs and stuff. And I was talking to Dolores that one of them is, it can cause you to have more thoughts of suicide. That's one of the side effects. I mean, that's something they have to list on there. But I'm not one to take anything. I don't even really take aspirin. So, and my body doesn't react good to medicine. It overreacts to stuff. Obviously, I overreact to everything. So, I was just wondering if anybody takes anything, if it's helped. I've talked to some of my ex-coworkers and they do, and they say they have to have it. I think also there's so much, like Christine said, there's so much going on in the world now. It is very anxiety driven now and hard to deal with. So I'm just wondering if it would help me
Mm.
to cope better to get through. See, it's funny because me and my sister's the oldest and I am the youngest, and we love each other so much and we get along and we have the same humor and stuff, but we are 180 from each other.
Yeah.
Night and day. We are night and day. She gets something in her head and is not going to change. She stayed a horrible factory for 35 years and she just put her head down and did it. Me, first sign of anything, I'm out of there. I'm gone.
To be fair, Sandy, I was talking to Beth about magnesium, and she said it helps her too. Speaking of Beth, there you go. Hey, Beth. Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
I was wanting to see what you guys were having to say.
Jamie says magnesium is also helpful.
Now, okay, so I seen TikTok, Instagram. I see one guy talking about somebody had told him to take magnesium to help sleep. Evidently, there are different types of magnesium because he got the wrong kind and it made him constantly poop.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I like poop. So this is what, and me and Beth have talked about this. She added, I'm considering this magnesium and turmeric. I know turmeric's really good for stuff. Hey, Southern Hippie, thanks for joining us. Yeah, and I think, you could do your research on it. Look around. You could probably go to a health food store and ask them, and if that's the route you want to take. There's he took oxide magnesium. Okay. I take magnesium gummy. Girl, I love a vitamin gummy. I take about 5 every day. It's because of gummies. Magnesium oil on the feet at night helps sleep anxiety. Too much can cause stomach issues, my doctor said. Okay. So these are all good alternative to, prescription medications. And not that there's anything wrong with prescription medications. I know Jamie takes the magnesium, and so does Beth. And they have told me, man, you need to get on that. You need to get on that train. Especially turmeric as well. Turmeric, I've taken it and I have felt like it helped with my moods and anxiety. So here we go. Okay.
Okay, so I understand the sleep, but I need to know, does it help you cope? I got to have something to help me. If I'm going to have to dig my feet in and put up with all this stuff,
Okay.
I don't want anything addictive, not with my personality.
Turmeric is a natural anti-inflammatory.
I mean, if I can't handle Twinkies, I don't want any. At this late stage in life, I don't need to become a drug addict I'm not saying it in a bad way, but this can happen. And I want to make sure that it doesn't, because then my life would just spiral out of
control. I think you're conscious
in a different way.
You're also conscious of that too. You know what I mean? So even a small low dose of prescription that just kickstart you. You know what I mean? And so now you're getting great information of natural or St. John's wort. I like it. Helps me with anxiety. I take St. John's wort. And it's no other reason than I'm going to try that first before I have to get on prescription. You know what I mean? Like I would rather try something natural.
Well, I'm not going to be able to do anything prescription wise anyways until I would get health insurance.
Correct.
Because we all know how much this stuff, well, just to walk into a doctor's office is $200 just to put your toe in their door. So,
she said it helps menopause because of menopause. Maybe you're going through menopause, Daniel. I mean,
I honestly believe men go through it too.
I do too. I 100%. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
No menopause.
All
It's
human bodies start shutting down for death at a certain age. So it's going to affect everybody and their hormones and stuff.
meditation and breathing exercises also.
I my brain will not let me meditate.
Yeah, period is no joke. Oh, no, perimenopause is no joke. So I mean, this is a great thing that if you can maybe try to start with maybe a natural, because I like I said, I'll do some. I mean, I'll look into. I know St. John's wort is definitely for anxiety, um, and to make you like calm and not get like angry. Because I can sometimes go off like a switch. Not very often, but when I do, man, get out of the way. You see me. Not on you, but about like situation. Yeah. You need a complete physical when you get insurance. Are you still taking vitamin D?
No.
Well, let's see. I take vitamin D every day.
No, I have not been taking vitamin D, and I had a complete physical. That's why I was taking the vitamin D, because he
Mhm.
told me I was super low, lower than he had seen. But that fell by the wayside.
I mean, and that's the thing. Something like vitamin D, you can pick back up. Do you know what I mean? So that's a good start. And yeah, like you said, until you can get something that's going to have medical, or you can afford just to walk into a doctor's office and pay $200, you know, you might want to try. Uh, there you go. I take vitamin D, vitamin B, multiple vitamin. Yeah, she takes a lot of vitamins. I've been to her house. All the things I think you have to, especially when you're older. Yeah. Chamomile is good for calming and a natural antibiotic for sure. Trust me, my doctor told me that. Anyway, and that's one of the times when I got triggered and went off. Um, yeah, you can't stop taking vitamin D. I was critically low as well, and you have some serious health complications without it. You need to get back on it. Good job. I'm gonna go to Amazon and order you all these vitamins.
Oh my
I'll send
God.
it to your house.
Care package come from. She tends to do this every once in a while. I'll get this surprise package that shows up. I'm like, what the hell is this?
There you go. B12, absolutely. That's another good one.
Yeah, I've got to get some because everything I do, and I know that can be part depression, but it goes beyond the depression. Everything I do exhausts me.
And also, can I just say, you also, in addition to what the feeling low, you also have a lot of shit you're going through. Excuse my French. Do you know what I mean? You have like on top of you, so that also makes you may already have a low mood, and with that on top, um, has can cause an issue.
Money is
Yeah, yeah.
connected. Money is everything in this world now. There
As
is
a, thank you,
there is
Sandy.
no way around it. Money is everything.
That's true. Thyroid can be the tiredness.
Money can relieve stress and it can help you have more energy. I had that happen yesterday because I did get a little bit of money in from this part time job I'm doing. So it relieved some of the behind bills, and I was able to do a little bit. And then I thought I was going to have money to buy some better food this week, but then remembered there's an automatic payment coming out.
Yeah. No,
Which I hate automatic payments, but this is one that they set it up and there's no way. So I had to budget out that and figure out. So um, uh, yesterday I had a great day. And I
yeah.
told Dolores yesterday, I'm like, I'm having a great day, but I can tell you right now, tomorrow's going to be crap because it's all going to be gone. And we're going to be right back where we were. And it's not going to be a good day. Plus, I didn't sleep last night. And that
That.
really, if you don't get sleep and you're depressed and you have anxiety and you have a bunch of stuff going on, and then you have to go to work, that'll kill you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I think also that and not even like situational, which it can be situational depression, but it's trying to, and you and I talk, and it's trying to, I got to decide to do this, and I got to decide to do this, and what am I going to do about this? What am I going to do about it? And that's a lot. Do you know what I mean? whether it was self-imposed or not, the fact of the matter is it's a lot to have to deal with and think about. Even if it wasn't, and you still were going through this, do you know what I mean? So you,
And I am taking steps to try to, get things taken care of and get myself out of situations. But when you get so run down, you can only do so much at a time, handle so much at a time, and do
yeah,
so much at a time, no matter what anybody tells you what you need to do or to be blah blah. You know this. You know
yeah,
what you need to do. You just do not have the wherewithal to do it. You have to eat that elephant, that little, just tug a little bit. And so I don't know. Oh, Beth, I agree. It does.
yeah, and it's not even that you don't need anybody to figure out for you. You know what you have to do. It's just being able to like consciously, and that's hard to do when you're tired. You've got all the other crap on top of your mind. You feel like shit, and you know what I mean. Like, so it's very very hard. But um, and yes, yeah, I believe that 100%. I still think that's a lot of the problem. Um, isolation. We, I just, and there's no right, and you don't want anybody to solve it for you. I know you're like, I will figure this out, but I just need a little bit of damn help, you know, mentally and emotionally, and I need to get a boost from somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
And the reason I was talking about taking pills and stuff, because I know if I go back, even though I'm grateful, it will not take me long before I'm ticked off and having to deal with all those people again is going to work me up again. So this is why I'm like, if I'm going to do this, I've got to have help somehow because eventually after the
the newness.
thankfulness of having money coming in and being able to, it will wear off quickly and I'll be putting myself right back where I was. So I am going to have some type of help to be able to deal with social anxiety.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I think that you there's nothing wrong with asking for help, whether it be in the form of therapy, medication, you go and, natural remedies. That is, I think, if whatever works for you, and that's how you can get by, man, got to do it. You got to do it. I had to quit my job because of the anxiety. Luckily, my husband was there for me. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's my problem. I did that, but I had nobody to fall back on to help.
I work with one other person all day long. He's my work bestie. He is so chill. He's horizontal. Thank God. We'd like to call him Moroccan Sunset because he's redheaded and he refuses to be called Ginger. So he's now referred to as Moroccan Sunset. But I'm very lucky that he's really the only person I deal with every day. So yeah, and if something happened, I have a husband. So it's hard for people who are single or alone or the only breadwinners in their house or the main breadwinner, that have to, there's no one to lean on. There's no one, and that's hard too. That's in itself hard. Do you know what I mean? And kudos to you for getting as far as you've gotten on your own without someone. I try to be that for Daniel, but I don't live there. I'm not living in his house with him. I'm not. You know what I mean? I do though. I do try, but we're not living together. I'm not financially taking care of him. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't. You know.
It just makes you me. I need to say me because this is all my personal opinions and my own personal way I think about things and stuff. It makes you think, why am I such a loser?
Okay.
You know what I mean? As in, why can I not be like everybody else and just stick things out and handle things? And The difference between me in my 20s and 30s to me in my 40s and 50s is 180 degrees.
Yeah. Well, you do change over time.
It's just 180 degrees, and it just seems backward to me. I should be doing now what I did in my 20s and 30s, and in my 40s and 50s should have been the start out.
There,
Uh,
but you were so brave to try and make it differently. You were. It is. I mean, I would have. I'd have crapped my pants. In that regards, I'm a loser because I don't think I'd have been able to do. You know what I mean? Like you took a chance. Now, chances don't always pan out. Chances don't. The chance you take may work and it may not. But you can never look back at your life and say, "Hey, I didn't take that chance."
and
Yeah.
I, because most of our people are our people from reselling and stuff, I do want to say right now that all the people who've been buying from eBay, whenever you can, the little things, it has helped. It has come at the right time to little bits and stuff. So I do want to say thank you for that. I also want to say thank you for sticking through with everything because I know there are some people that don't believe that you should talk about.
Thank you, Kathy. You know what, Kathy? I know you're just as amazing. I know that.
There's some people think you shouldn't. It should just be all positive stuff, but that's not life.
It's not. It's life.
And this is life chat.
This is real life stuff here, and it's hard. And since we're getting all honest and stuff,
I knew you were going to do it.
well, I mean, I don't want, but I think, and it's okay. A couple of weeks ago,
I was going to say it's too late now. People are going to hold you to it.
I had a bad toothache to the point where my whole right side of my face blew up. What Daniel, right? Beth knows. Um, I think Kathy knew too. Kathy knows too. Kathy Kitchen Cat. I mean, to where it looked like I got bad injections, and I did not. And it was this one particular tooth that that had a crack in it, and that went up the back. This was not supposed to. This I was going to talk about something completely different. But I feel like if Daniel can pour his heart out, so can I. So this one particular tooth, she was a mess. I was a mess. 3 people saw me, and it was Daniel, Kathy, and Beth. I was a mess. And so this one tooth here cracked up the back. It'd been like that for a while. I'd had an infection before. That went away 2 years ago. Then it came back with a vengeance. They put me on 2 antibiotics. It was so bad. The dentist said to me, "You're going to lose that tooth." And I was like, no, I'm not. I cannot be missing a tooth. I was a bit slight dramatic. I was. Daniel's like, Kathy's like, oh. I was very dramatic about it. And I said, "You cannot take that's a tooth in the front. You don't understand, sir. I'm not walking around here like I'm from the backwoods missing a tooth. I cannot do it." He said, "Look, this is just going to keep happening, and next time it could be even worse." I'm like, "Oh my God, worse than that?" That was bad. And so a week ago, no, yeah, last week I had to go back to the dentist after the infection went down. It all went down. It was fine. He took an impression of my teeth so he could make a partial, because on Wednesday he pulled the tooth, and no one has seen me without. And as soon as he pulled the tooth, he said he stuck the denture in. So he said, and he explained to me how it's just one tooth on a pallet, like a little pallet with a tooth. He said it was a good tooth apart from that crack. It's a beautiful tooth apart from that crack in it. I was like, God. It's a healthy tooth apart from that crack in it. And that crack, because it was so far up, there's nothing they could have done about it. So as we sit here, I'm wearing a partial on one tooth. Now, I have to wait 3 months to get a bridge. So, but until 3 months, I have to wear this partial in my mouth. I had to sleep with it in because he said wear it as often as you can because your gum has to like kind of get used to it and kind of form around it, or it's going to be painful. My husband hasn't seen me without this partial in my mouth because when I looked in the mirror, I was in tears. So I'll be getting a bridge in August. But if we're going to be, and look, I managed to. I even talked to Daniel yesterday, so because I'm struggling eating with it in. It's a struggle because I can feel like the palate, and it's just weird to me because I've never had anything like this, and I'm like, and then I'm like, do I sound lispy? Do I have a lisp now? And it's like, no, you're fine. Oh my God, you don't sound any different.
I
So
told her, she goes, I will talk to you in a couple hours. I have to take this out. I have to do this and this and that. So in a couple hours, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you then. I'm like, girl, I grew up with parents who left their teeth on the kitchen counter in glass jars with bleach in it.
bleach.
That's one tooth. I'm used to seeing gums and fake teeth and glasses. It ain't gonna bother me none.
I mean, you know, and it's look, here's the and this denture was 300 pounds for one silly tooth. But I'm just like, I'm 55 years old. I must have had teeth for at least 54 years. You know what I mean? And he said, "All your teeth are fine, apart from that one." And I'm like, God. So so what he said was, "We can get you a chopper hopper." That's what. Who said that to me? Oh, Jessica said that to me. Then you give me those cute little vintage teeth. I was like, yeah, no, he's fine.
I've been telling her chiclet.
Even
A minute, yeah. Oh my God, I've seen so many things that I've wanted to send to Dolores, but I'm like,
I'm not. It's
that's kind of mean right now. I don't think I will.
It was a little bit of it messed my head up a little bit.
It did that first day. That was funny. You in the car. Oh my gosh.
And here's the thing: that wasn't something I planned for. Wasn't planning on losing a damn tooth, but here we are, and I've got the denture, and I'm getting on with it. It's fine. In August, once he says once the tooth settles all down and the gum heals, he'll put a bridge in. Yeah, and then I can just keep my denture for like a souvenir. I don't know, but
I seen one last night that I wanted to send you so
you
bad.
should you can
Because it was a beautiful man, great smile, and all of a sudden he does this, and one of his front teeth was missing or something, and so he's singing a song when he takes them out, and he's like, and so they're I'm like, I want to send that to Dolores.
You can't.
So bad, but
laugh about it now. The first day I was, I'm so dramatic. I was traumatized because it's just not something that you plan on. And you know what? It's part of getting older. I say I'm officially an old lady now. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Because if that's the least of my problems and I can afford to get it fixed, then who am I to complain? Yeah, y'all are. Oh no, y'all. Oh, they weren't. They were like, "Oh, girl, you're fine. Come on now."
yes, but we also know if the tooth was on the other jaw,
yeah, yeah.
some redhead lady would be.
Oh, I'd be ripping the shit out of y'all. But I mean, and you can send me memes about people missing teeth. I look. I've had to learn to accept it, and that's just what life is. That's just what these unfortunate events or whatever you want to call them pop up, and you just have to deal with them.
But you know what? You were really not lucky in losing a tooth or anything, but your tooth had become loose and had dropped down, so it was an easy extraction.
Oh, let me tell you what he said. Let me tell y'all. So I numb my mouth, right? Let me get into it. And he, while I was numbing, he cleaned all my teeth, all nice, everything. And literally, he said, "Okay, we're gonna take it out now." And I was like, "Oh, sweet Jesus!" And I thought he was gonna be like foot on the chest, pulling. He said, "Done." I was like, "Are you done?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Bloody hell, that's quick." He said, "Man, it was." But here's the thing: in one respect, I controlled when it came out. What if I was just walked down the street and popped out my mouth? Lord, that'd been
Oh my
even.
God, she wouldn't have survived. I'd be getting a call from Dave. Hey, she's in the mental institution right now. After they took her out of the hospital from her falling and knocking her head, she is now crying about a tooth.
What the dentist said? He said, "If you do it, if you do it, if you control it, it's fun. You're in control of it. You can control when you get this done. If you don't control it," he goes, "you could be on a plane on the way home and just boop. What am I gonna do? You know." So it was and it sounds, now that I talk about it, it sounds so nothing. You know what I mean? But at the time, it was.
Well, that's the thing. In the moment, things are traumatic.
It
And
was
thank goodness, after a while, unless it's something horrendous,
right.
after a while, then you can look back and laugh about it and stuff. So
Yeah. Oh,
that's a
we're laughing by
thing.
dramatic, the dramaticness of it all was very dramatic.
It was funny though. It helped me get out of my depression.
I'm glad I could help you, depression.
I'm like, God, I don't want to talk to her. And then it started. I'm like, okay,
Oh,
we're gonna talk all day today.
and and people are like, my coworkers like, "Well, at least I won't." He goes, "But I won't call you Snaggletooth." I was like, "I feel like you just did." I was like, it felt kind of like you just did there, Moroccan sunset. You know what I mean?
When she was saying she'd be back a couple hours, I had something to tell her. I said, "Do you got that chiclet in yet? I need to talk to you."
Oh, it was, and that's the thing, and it's not something I was going to share. I told Daniel, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to talk about it," but I feel like if Daniel can talk about how he's feeling, and I can. Are you waving at Chica?
Yeah,
There she is.
my soul cat.
Because she's mean as hell. Um, and if he could talk about that, good God, I can talk about this. This is cosmetic. Come on, it is. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, yeah. When Beth's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow," I'm like, "Aren't you an absolute delight?" This morning at 6 a.m.
And that's and I've done this with Dolores. Sometimes I just have to say, I am so sorry. I am not being a snippet bitch at you.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just can't. I'm not dealing with things well. So if I sound snippy, it's not toward you. Sometimes that's the way your mental and body reacts, and you don't mean it toward anybody.
Yeah, no, I've never taken it. I don't. I mean, look, I know when someone's snippy and they're a good friend of mine, I'm not going to take it like personal. It's not like to me. It's just to the situation. I'm the one you're venting to, and that's fine. Yeah. No, I get it. No, I've never thought, "Oh, well, he's mad at me," or he's talking about me. I'm a little too old to think that, to get my feelings hurt, except when it comes to my tooth. I was totally going to talk about something else. Right here, I have it, and nothing, and I can tell you there was nary a tooth in this story.
Well, you have 20 minutes, so go for it, Chicklet.
I should have teach
drugs. I just need to sit with Dolores and make fun of her Chicklet.
Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Oh, nope. There we go. Hey, Kathy. I should get like a teacher says, "Got chiclets."
I even went in that night and looked up memes of Dennis the Menace with Mr. Wilson and his Chicklet teeth. And I so wanted to send it to her, but I'm like, no, it's too early.
It's
It's too early.
oh, and here's the bad. Did I tell you? I told you about when I had the Okay, so that's exactly what friends are for. Take the piss out of each other. That's exactly what we're for. I've had it. This part's hilarious. Oh my god, because I've never had one, so I don't know how to operate the poly grip. Okay, I told Dave, go to the store and get me poly grip. I refuse to go get it myself. You look old. Go get me some poly grip. Poor Dave. He said okay. He went upset. So the first day I had it in, I wanted to take it out after I had it in for some hours, clean it, practice it myself, really. Good little practice session. Well, I've never done it before. And I saw him do it. Hey, Christy. I saw him put the little poly grip on the denture and gave it to me, stuck it up in my mouth. I said, all right, I can do this. Oh, I did tell you because you're laughing. Oh my god, I got the poly grip, which is pink. It's like this bright pink. So I'm like, oh yes, congratulations, Kathy, to 1,000 subscribers. Yes, I saw that today. Picasso Cash, she got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Way to go, Picasso Cash. We all here to celebrate everybody's good things. 1,000 subscribers and new teeth. So so I get them to clean it all off of the poly grip he put on, and I'm like this. I'm like, oh, I'm like this. So I get the poly grip and I put it on, thinking I'm doing what the dentist did, and I was like, I should put quite a bit on there so it'll hold. Stuck it up in my mouth. Poly grip squirted out everywhere. I had it on my teeth. My tongue was stuck to my teeth. I was like, oh my god, what's happened? I'm scraping out poly grip from my tongue and my mouth. Just pink everywhere. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? My tongue was pink for ages. Brushing it off. Oh my god, I think I used too much poly grip. Ooh, getting old ain't for sisters, honey. I know. The dentist didn't know what he did to me, child, trying to teach me that. Yeah, oh no, it'd have been, I was cussing. Oh God, I was cussing and blinded. Man, I was like, stupid poly grip. So the next time I
overdue just to make sure nobody knew there was a tooth missing.
Yeah, the pink wouldn't give it away. And I was like, next time I was like, little dab would do ya. Well, then I thought I'd be cute and go to work with and give my mouth the rest and not put the poly grip in. Oh, big mistake. Big mistake. That sucker was moving around in my mouth all day long. I was like, Dolores, you got the report? I'll get one on that, okay? Keep that thinking.
Talking and
no, it didn't come out, but I could feel it shifting around. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. So as soon as I got home, I was like, poly grip. Gravity didn't work. Or whatever didn't work.
I have to laugh about it because Dad never wore poly grip, and he could jiggle his teeth.
No,
he would do that. He would do that for the grandkids, and he would also take them out and turn them upside down. Oh. See, this whole 1-2 thing has brought back so many memories from my childhood.
I'm so glad I could help out.
Oh.
No, I won't be flipping the chiclet here on the YouTubes. I can tell you now.
And here's the funny thing: his false teeth, he actually broke one off, so he had a tooth missing. Beside all his teeth missing, he had a false tooth missing also.
Oh no, no! But what it was it was like, and I was like talking. I was like, God, am I clicking at the same time? So I asked my coworker because I told him I didn't put any polygrip in. I was like, "Am I clicking?" And he's like, "What? Can you hear me?" No, I can't hear you clicking. I was like, "He's like, why?" I thought I'd give my mouth a rest and not put the polygrip in. Big mistake. A big mistake. You know who does that? Gosha does that. Gosha collects teeth. Or she used to. I think she bought some before. I'm like, and here I am crying about one tooth. You know what I mean? Like, but that polygrip, man, that's no joke, man. That'll stick. That's like, it reminded me of the commercial of Crazy Glue when the guy has the helmet on and he's hanging from a girder, steel girder. That's how it was in my mouth. I'm just saying. That polygrip's strong. I said, Lord.
Saying hello to Dolores, and she turns around, she goes, hello. And there's pink all over everything and flying out her mouth. Hello. Hi. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, if you didn't glue anything together, just use some polygrip. And then you know how so I have, and here's the thing. I buy a lot of glass, vintage glass and stuff, right? And it comes like, stained or dirty inside. So what do you use to clean it? Denture tabs. Well, I have a whole bunch on stock. I got some right down the house. I put my little tip in there and gee. I was telling one of my other coworkers, and he was like, "Oh, you can take your tooth out every night, and you can be like, good night, tooth." Oh no. Why?
No, but I have on OnlyFans.
There's your new business, Daniel.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a and sometimes the dirtier, the more money you get.
No. Oh no. I mean, look, if there's money in it, I'm just saying.
No.
No.
Well, the thing with that is because we are a society that's based on looks. So even if you send dirty underwear, it has to come with the thought that it's a pretty person, not of dirty goes underwear.
Just use some AI photo. This is what I look like. Here's my drawers. Maybe I'll auction off my tooth once I get my bridge.
I'd make a necklace out of it and wear it. A brooch. You can make a brooch out of it.
You can put like a little diamond in the center of the teeth. Hey, be kind. He's like, you look very handsome today.
Oh God. Now we need to talk about people needing glasses.
Yeah, now we're talking about food and poor eyesight. At a local antique mall, they framed jock straps from the Orange Bowl. Oh my God, when North Nebraska won. Now, who wants that on their wall? Over under 50, girl. I'll probably do better with my denture
I would want
for Halloween.
I would want a what they call it, provenance. So I would need a photo of what was in those to put along beside the jock strap. Just saying.
Karen L., my friend would hang a huge pair of women's red panties when we camped. So embarrassing, but it brought up a lot of it was a good conversation starter at the campground. So this year for Halloween, when Daniel dresses up like me, he's going to black out one of his teeth. I know it. I know it.
No, I'm gonna put chiclet on there.
Be kind. Thank you. I'm really good luck with this new tooth I have. Oh yeah, and so this is life, y'all. This is life chat because I had no plans of telling anybody this, but it made Daniel laugh. My job here is done. My work here is done, and he just needs a little dose of Dolo every day, and twice a day. Don't take too much; you become addicted. To me.
Oh mercy! I need a dose of something.
No, but back to what you were saying before. Let's get back to your conversation because my two's a limited subject.
Yours is so much more fun.
Karen Siegel put the black licorice on him.
Now that she's opened up the floodgates, she's gonna be getting all kinds of these memes from me.
All of a sudden, I'm gonna be like inundated with memes from everybody.
When I can't sleep at 2:00 in the morning, I'm gonna be sending her memes of people with no teeth.
Oh Lord! I mean, if you don't laugh, you cry. And I did cry.
I mean, when I found out what her favorite C word was, she got several memes from me about that. Every time I saw one, I'm like, "Oh, Dolores!"
Just watch videos of people falling down. That cracks her up. Karen, I'm glad we made you laugh, Karen. That's kind of what we gotta laugh. If we have to laugh. Sometimes you have to, man. You ain't got if not, I try to make most people around me laugh because that's a lot. To me, that's like all I can do. All I can offer you is my toothless smile.
You can tell when Dolores is struggling to be helpful or wanting to be understanding because she puts on this. You can just tell. You can tell that what she's saying is not really what she is. She's trying to put the best positive spin on everything she can.
I'm like, Daniel. That's how I start to think. It's always how it started. But I do try to put it, and I am always, and maybe it's a detriment to myself or whatever, but I do try to be half glass full. I do. I don't, I mean, I don't know why. I think my parents were like that. And so I've kind of been like that. And I know it's not always roses and, unicorns, but I'm like, well, if you imagine it is, then it is. You know what I mean?
See, mine is more like a half empty pop bottle that I put my finger over and I shake it just to see what shit will come out of it.
Oh, I get my serious persona on. Oh, I can do a serious persona. Yeah, I can get quite serious. Yeah. But I don't, I just think, that if you need to have something to help you cope, I think absolutely look into it. Absolutely, 100%. Even for right now, if it's something natural, a natural remedy, then try that until you can get like insurance. It was something, you know what I mean? And when you get to the point where you can't afford it, absolutely go find out if you can get something. 100%, because everybody needs help. There's no one in this world that's like, I'm fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Even though Beth is like that, I'm fine, everything's fine, but meanwhile she's like freaking out. Yeah. So I think if you need to find something that helps you, whether it's natural, prescription, therapy, I say do it. Honestly.
Well, the bad part is I'm going to have to just because I didn't click with the doctor that I chose.
Mm.
When I get health insurance again, I'm going to then try to have to find a doctor. And I'm
Absolutely.
not much of a doctor person, but I believe I'm gonna become one, evidently.
Well, no, but you have to find someone that you jive with, someone that you feel comfortable with. That's the other thing. If you're not comfortable with someone you're seeing about real personal stuff, yeah, you need to find someone else. Honestly, and there's no. Okay, keep trying to. You will hit the right one. You will jive, or you will find a doctor that you like and that you feel like he can help you. Because if you're not,
Single, rich, that likes old fat men with no capabilities of dealing with life. I'm your man.
Absolutely. And like you say, you know thyself. So you're like, yeah, this is great now, but now I'm gonna need something to help me get through the rest of the, time. And that's okay. Not everybody can do it on their own. And you are doing it on your own. It's not like you're like, oh, I need help. It's if you struggle, then yeah, you should get help. You should get whatever help you need. If that's in the form of a pill that makes you get you through the day, hey, I say I'm right along there with you. Yeah. There you go. You can always find that. Absolutely, Karen.
Well, I pretty much already have, but Well, and considering I have health insurance, I really have. Because I ain't stepping foot inside any place.
But yeah, we'll probably get together tomorrow on the old Marco Polo, me and Daniel, and we'll do some research and see what we can come up with, or what I can, because like I have like Jamie can tell me the name of some stuff, Beth can tell me some name of stuff. We can like kind of get you a concoction going. And
Well,
so
I think I really do think, as everybody was saying, I do need to try to get back on the vitamin D.
absolutely,
I've
absolutely.
tried vitamin D, but I need some different kind of vitamin D.
Ah, the D.
The vitamin D I was using did not work.
And you weren't getting it every day. So
Yeah. Oh Lord.
yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we have our little community here where we can like open up and talk and bare our soul and our teeth to everyone. Yeah. But it's your sugar too. Yeah, it's a roller coaster on the that's the only thing getting me through, saying it's a sugar.
I said I wanted to take pills. I did not say anything about reducing sugar or salt or any of that.
Vitamin B. Yep, there we go again with the vitamin B12. Absolutely. So, yeah. And and this is what life chat is. Sometimes it's not about the typed up stories that I have played. There's sometimes it's just life. And it happens.
I'm so jealous of Dolores though, and her notes and her looking things up, because she's doing this on top of working full time and doing eBay and Etsy and taking care of her kids and her husband.
My kids meaning
I
cats.
mean, I'm only working part time and I can't do nothing.
Oh yeah, I heard. Look at there you go. You need to get 100 proof alcohol tincture, and then don't go to the doctor.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I tried that. And look at me. I'm doing so well, not doing what they said to do.
uh, tinctures of alcohol. Yeah, they're little bottles that you get on the airplane. I want to get addicted. I'm 62. I like your style, Sandy.
On the downhill slide. Come on, give me something to deal with it until it's over.
Just get me through the last years. Come on now. But oh, you guys, I love talking. I love our chats. They're so fun. And I love talking to you guys and, bearing my soul. And Daniel bearing his soul really seriously. And yeah, this is what we do here sometimes.
It's what I seem to do a lot because I'm never prepared.
I was prepared and it didn't even happen. So whatever. For being prepared ain't always.
It's got something for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I do. I have something for the following.
Hopefully, I don't know. I'm doing some things behind the scenes.
Mhm.
We'll see if that works out, and we'll see what happens with the job thing. I don't know what'll happen there, but we'll see. It's one day at a time.
Oh, I'm glad, Kathy, we're helping you. We that's as long as you laugh. We appreciate you. We appreciate all of you. We do.
Yep.
We really do. And we're glad. And we're going to go ahead and hit it now because it's been an hour. You people have to get on with your day. You got we have a holiday weekend here. So I'm off for 3 days. Woo-woo.
Right.
Yeah. So, guys, take care. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I'm glad we could all have a laugh together. And next week I will be on my channel for Vintage News Hour. And then the week after, Sunday, Daniel will be on, right, Daniel?
Yes. Yeah. I will. Spectacular Sunday morning so
Yep.
far. So far, I've had Sundays off, but one never knows how that's going to work out. So, but yes, I will be on Sunday.
All right, guys. All right, and I will see you all next time. Take care and have a great weekend.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.